I'm amazed that police and secret service and other loyal citizens have allowed such an exhibition to exist. I'm not amazed that it is based in the basement, so a bit underground, because this kind of art statements are lately forbidden in Serbia. So good for them, good for us, and I hope it lasts long enough so my mom comes to see.
For me, it just makes it much closer. You hear about it every day and you're always kind of worried about it and it's in your mind all the time. But from my perspective, from the place where I live, from the Netherlands, it still sort of feels like it's in the news. And it's not real. And when you see something like this, especially the aesthetic approach, and I would just feels very human. For me, it just brought it like, okay, this is here, this is happening, this is real people.
What I realized, looking at the drawings and the art here in the basement, is like, wow, tomorrow I can be a refugee. You know, it can happen to all of us, and why don't we realize that more often? It's like one day you think you have a beautiful life, you have everything you can wish for, and within a snap of a second your life can be dramatically changed, and you can end up in these kind of terrifying routes, trying to flee for whatever political situation or war.
What terrifies me more than that, knowledge that tomorrow maybe I can be a refugee or any of us, is some parts of testimonials when you see that although there are big statements about how we should deal with this problem, actually you can see that no one cares. Actually no one cares, and opens the door for those kind of people who can just earn on the other people's misery. It's always about the money. It starts with the money, it finishes with the money.
I'm really amazed how the majority of people was feeling about these refugees. And in generally the media in Serbia were like supporting it. I had this experience of refugee with my parents when I was really young, and I can really relate like emotionally to these people, and I feel this story like really close to me. So again, solidarity is what keeps us, like what makes us humans.
There is no blame, but there is certainly people that could enact that, is to not only have this connection through written stories and drawings, but have an actual connection. Because the way that I've seen refugees in Rotterdam is that they were closed in a sports center, guarded very well, and even if you wanted to go and bring or ask what do you need, what can I bring from my home, you still needed a mediator. I don't need a mediator. If we want to be more people, more close to each other, and have this kind of don't have borders, then we really need to meet. Yeah. And that becomes a problem because everything becomes such an abstraction. And when things are so abstract, there is no blame, there is no responsibility, and it all gets just blurred.
I think it's definitely interesting the way that we've come from discussing the exhibition and how it makes it visualizes something that is happening every day, and we notice that there's a disconnect, and we've come to a sort of discussion about ideals and how to change the world as it is now. So, I mean, it's amazing. But to me, specifically with this exhibition, what struck me was the children's drawings over there, and also just seeing the trips that people make. It's incredible. You don't hear these stories in the news. Maybe we should
Get them more.
And if you could blame someone or something for the current refugee crisis, who or what would that be?
I mean, it can't be person or anything. It has to be the approach people take. You have to realize that they are also people like you, and the situation that is happening to them can happen to any of us.
I just blame everyone. It's all of us as mankind. Yeah, I don't think that there should be us and me, or us and them, or it's just if we screw up as a whole, we screw up as mankind. So we're all just as guilty as everyone else.
That's why I don't see the use in blaming someone, because I think if you blame someone, you get stuck to what happened. Instead of blaming somebody, you can better just do something.